Brian Gutekunst has already made 2 first-round trades as Green Bay Packers general manager, and he's only had 1 draft. His first trade was particularly important, as by moving down 13 spots to the New Orleans Saints pick at No. 27, the Packers netted a 2019 first-rounder in return. That gives them 2 opening round selections this April, at number 12 and No. 30. Last year the Packers got the player they wanted by moving back up to select Jaire Alexander. A similar move would make sense from number 30 this spring. Few teams have the luxury Green Bay has in this draft. Not only will the Packers pick twice in the first round, but they also own 10 selections in total. With that added flexibility, the Packers can be more aggressive in the early rounds and possibly jump up in the first round. They'd give up a mid-round pick or 2 in return, but they'd still have 7 or 8 to work with. So who could the Packers trade up to get? There's an outside chance one of the 2 Iowa tight ends falls to the 20s. It's not out of the question 3 quarterbacks go inside the top 20. Then there are the top defensive prospects like Nick Bosa, Quinnen Williams, Josh Allen and Ed Oliver. Linebackers Devin White and Devin Bush, wide receiver DK Metcalf, and offensive linemen Andre Dillard and Jawan Taylor could all be early picks. Let's say TJ Hawkinson is also one of the top 20 selections. Noah Fant could then drop to, let's say, pick No. 21. The Seattle Seahawks are set to pick at that spot, but to say they should be a serious trade-down candidate would be an understatement. The Seahawks draft situation is almost the reverse of the Packers. They will enter the draft with just 4 picks, with 0 in the 2nd, 6th and 7th rounds. If it sounds familiar, it's because it is. In last year's draft, Green Bay traded a first-rounder, No. 27, a third-rounder, No. 76, and a sixth-rounder, No. 186, receiving Seattle's first pick, No. 18, and a seventh-round selection, No. 248. Using DraftX trade value chart, a similar offer might be enough to make a deal this year. The trade would make sense for Seattle as it would only move down 9 positions, but acquire another third-round pick. For Green Bay, it would give them an opportunity to target a player who can help at a position of need. If Fant or Hawkinson is still there at No. 21, a trade-up would make a ton of sense for the Packers as it would move them ahead of the Houston Texans and Oakland Raiders, who have 2 picks ahead of Green Bay at No. 30, 2 teams who could be landing spots for a tight end in the first round. Some mock drafts even have Brian Burns and Montez Sweat making it to No. 21. If Hawkinson and Fant are both gone by the Seahawks pick, the chances of a top edge rusher falling increase. And again, moving up to take either player would be a great move for Green Bay. Gutekunst is willing to be aggressive and take risks. He did so last year in the draft, and again this offseason in free agency. Next, top 30 moments in Green Bay Packers history. If he looks to trade up early in the draft, making a deal with the Seahawks would make a lot of sense.